Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Zenith. Noun. Zenithal. The highest point or peak, either in the sky or figuratively. In astronomy, the point in the sky directly above an observer, opposite of nadir. Figurative. The pinnacle of success, power, or achievement, for example, at the zenith of her career. Geography. The highest point reached by a celestial body, for example, the sun at its zenith. Zenith. Noun. Primary geographical or celestial usage. At solar noon, the sun reaches its zenith, casting the shortest shadows of the day. Ancient astronomers tracked the moon's zenith to predict tides and eclipses. The star's zenith position varies depending on the observer's latitude. In tropical regions, the sun passes directly overhead at the zenith during certain times of the year. Zenithal. Adjective, technical or less common usage. The zenithal projection map distorts polar regions less than Mercator maps. A zenithal telescope is optimized for observing objects directly overhead. Key tips for standardized tests. TOEFL, SAT, GRE, GMAT. 1. Likely question formats. Synonym selection. Which word is closest in meaning to zenith in this context? Options: peak, nadir, horizon, eclipse. Sentence completion. When the sun attains its blank, daylight is strongest and shadows vanish beneath objects. Correct answer: zenith. Analogies. Zenith is to peak as nadir is to trough. Opposites in astronomy or geography. 2. Common confusables. Nadir, direct opposite, the lowest point, astronomically or figuratively. Apex, similar to zenith but more general, not tied to celestial bodies. Culmination, the climax of an event, not necessarily spatial. Meridian, related to the sun's highest arc but not synonymous with zenith. 3. Relevant idioms or proverbs. Reach one's zenith to achieve the highest possible point of success. The higher the zenith, the longer the shadow. Metaphor for prominence bringing scrutiny. 4. Test-taking strategies. TOEFL. Likely appears in science passages, astronomy, geography. Focus on context, for example, sun's position. SAT, GRE, often tested in vocabulary questions. Associate zenith with celestial peak and contrast with nadir. GMAT, less common but may appear in data interpretation. For example, solar charts. Final note, memorize zenith as a high-frequency GRE word. In astronomy contexts, pair it with sun, moon, stars, observer. For figurative use, link it to peak, climax, pinnacle. Practice distinguishing it from apex, general peak, and nadir, opposite.